Selamat pagi semua. Morning everybody. Welcome to Earth Day 2025. So YB Hannah Yeoh, Menteri Belia dan Sukan, Dato' Henry Baloh, Chairman of Climate Governance Malaysia, Tunku Jaafar, Director of Climate Governance Malaysia, Encik Ahmad Syarudin, Timbalan Ketua Pengarah Jawatan Landscape Negara, Dr. Nagu, KSU, KBS, Kementerian Belia dan Sukan, Dr. Wan Farida Juso, our super scientist from Monash University, Puan Emily also from Monash University, Puan Nur Farida from Ketua Cawangan Segambut DBKL, yeah? And Professor Goodell, our super lawyer who helped us save Taman Rimba Kiara. Welcome everybody, thank you for being here. This is our annual event in conjunction with Earth Day. We do it in different locations. Friends of Bukit Kiara, our mandate is to be the environmental society that helps to protect the Bukit Kiara Green Lung. Okay, so Bukit Kiara comprises basically Taman Persekutuan Bukit Kiara, which is up there, 400 acres, and then down here, this is part of the Bukit Kiara Green Lung. This is Taman Rimba Kiara, 25 acres here. Okay. So we do Earth Day in different locations. Sometimes we do it up in Bukit Kiara. Sometimes we do it at Lebak Kiara, which is the zone rekreasi near the school. Yeah, and sometimes we do it in Taman Rimba Kiara, so that we feature different parts of the Bukit Kiara Green Lung. Okay. Now, in terms of what we try to do every year, we focus on some important things. Number one is we try to work on protecting and conserving Taman Persekutuan Bukit Kiara, which is that larger 400 acres just up the road here. Okay, it has been gazetted as a federal park, Taman Persekutuan. Ini adalah Taman Persekutuan yang pertama di negara ini sebenarnya, ya, yang diwaterkan hasil dari usaha YB Hannah Yeoh dalam tahun 2020. Okay, only in 2020, after many years of people talking, but the person who actually got it done and advocated was YB Hannah. Okay, and it got gazetted in 2020. The first federal park in the country. We have a Taman Negara, we have Taman Negeri, but we have never had a Taman Persekutuan federal park. So this is the first one actually, right? And the important thing about this is it helps us to then talk about what is the meaning of a Taman Persekutuan. Apa maknanya Taman Persekutuan? What does it mean to protect a Taman Persekutuan? What do you need to do around the area, in the surrounding area, in order to memaknakan, to give meaning to the fact that this is Taman Persekutuan, right? So if we look at other big parks elsewhere in other countries, what do they do? How do they protect it? These are some of the things that we want to think about. Okay, so our work focuses on this. We do scientific studies. Secara we need to understand what is in Bukit Kiara. So we conduct scientific studies. Dan hasil dari kajian saintifik yang kami buat, we have discovered that there's at least, in the beginning we discovered 7 species of fireflies, and then number 8, and this year we discovered number 9. Right? It's amazing. There are more firefly species in Bukit Kiara compared to, let's say, Kuala Selangor. There's only 4 species in Kuala Selangor, but there are 9 species in Bukit Kiara. And according to Dr. Wan, she thinks that there are more, actually. Now, how do we discover? Kita kena consistent. We have to continue doing the work. So our citizen scientists, they are volunteers. They are all volunteers. They are trained by actual scientists from Monash, from FRIM, from MNS. They train our volunteer scientists to do data collection. They go in every week or every other week to count the fireflies and to record the data, so that we have a baseline of data of the existence of these colonies, and that is what allows us to then rely on this data secara scientific, secara empirical untuk membantu usaha-usaha konservasi, to help further conservation efforts. Okay. So that's a big part of our work. We try to give the public access to the park, to help people to understand the park. For example, we used to do maybe 4 or 5 walks a year, nature walks and Firefly walks. We only managed to do 4 to 5 walks a year in the beginning, right, when we first started. Now we are doing 100 walks a year. Yeah, and it comprises Firefly walks, herpetofauna walks where you look at snakes and lizards, bird walks, and also just nature walks during the daytime where our guides take people in so that you can see and understand flora, fauna, what is on the trails, etc. Okay? So that's a big part of our work. We have also started a tree planting program together with Jabatan Landscape, again to continue replanting inside Bukit Kiara. Right? Bukit Kiara was a rubber estate, yeah, monoculture. Tetapi over time, with Jabatan Landscape and Frame's work over the last 20-30 years, they replanted more than 30,000 trees inside Bukit Kiara, and that's why it has become a biodiversity hotspot now. Okay, this is an example of sustainability today. So when we talk about sustainability, kemampanan, apa yang boleh jadi? This is actually an example of something that we have restored. Yeah, and it tells us that what we can do, because if there's an area which has been degraded, it doesn't mean that is the end. It means that we can actually restore it, but we need to work on it, right? So replanting, and now it's a biodiversity hotspot. Okay. Now another big area that we focus on is actually Taman Rimba Kiara, to reactivate Taman Rimba Kiara, right? This area, 25 acres. This is a fantastic spot for families. Less intense because it's not up the hill, it's easier access. So we have been working on reactivating it with a lot of support from YB's office, because it was run down for a little while during the court case. But now, you know, progressively we're trying to activate it so that we run Earth Day programs here, Hari Sukan, etc. Right? And the third pillar, which is a very important part of our focus, is long-term housing, permanent housing for the longhouse community that lives right here in Taman Rimba Kiara. Okay, as you would have seen the documentary that was published by BFM, that was part of the effort. It took 1.5 years for BFM to create and complete that documentary. They captured hundreds of hours of footage, and finally they came out with this documentary. Right, and that is part of our effort to continue advocating for permanent housing for the longhouse community. Okay. So again, just want to thank everybody for being here. Please enjoy the activities, and we welcome all of you to come and join us at FoBK. You can find us on socials, Bukit Kiara Friends. Come and join our programs, help us to conserve Bukit Kiara, and help us to activate Taman Rimba Kiara, as well as join us in our effort to deliver permanent housing for the longhouse community. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Leon, for that speech.